Good afternoon. I'm Provost, Vice Provost for Research and Dean of Graduate Studies. Please be seated. I'm sorry about that. Let me start again. So my name is Provost. I'm the Vice Provost for Research and Dean of Graduate Studies. And it's my distinct pleasure to welcome doctorate recipients, their faculty mentors, and families to the 2020 Doctoral hooding ceremony. Despite the need for a little time travel, it was essential to include this special facet of the campus commencement ceremony, intended for a very, very special degree. Reading for and earning a doctorate, as many of you now know well, comes with some unique challenges. The layered curriculum, which takes you through core competencies and then to more specialized training, running the gauntlet of exams necessary to gain admittance to candidacy, and then, of course, the wanderings through the discipline-specific research landscapes. As I was putting together my own remarks, I recalled my adventures during the process. In fact, a group of us, peers and friends, had T-shirts made which read, "When you see the light at the end of the tunnel, order more tunnel." Now, it seemed entirely appropriate at the time, as every step that appeared to edge closer to cracking a puzzle led only to new twists. Now, this is where the thesis advisor came in, to reassure you of the normalcy of the situation and to provide a steadying hand to ensure that any stumbles were, in fact, due to small ruts in the road rather than anything deeper. Without these guides helping define and refine the destinations and possible routes of approach and avoidances, this ceremony would be a very short one indeed. Hence, the recognition today of this dual journey, and which is made more intimate and personalized through the hooding ceremony. Of course, modified a little to accommodate the current situation. With this acknowledgement, the recipients of any doctoral degree are now closer to or at the frontiers of their respective fields of study, and have embraced the reality that they are indeed students for life, wherever they may end up using their skills. For me, this is best embodied in this quote attributed to Sir Isaac Newton, who is said to have stated, "I do not know what I may appear to the world, but to myself I seem to be only like a boy playing on the seashore, and diverting myself in now and then finding a smoother pebble or a prettier shelf than ordinary, while the great ocean of truth lay all undiscovered before me." I congratulate all the candidates, your mentors, and especially your supports, those people sitting at the back, who urged you on when the light at the end of the tunnel seemed just that little bit too far away. And I hope you enjoy the afternoon's festivities. And now to start proceedings, it's my pleasure to introduce the Chief Academic Officer on campus, Provost Joseph Bergen.
Thank you, Vice Provost Sundaram. Wow, it's great to see all of you here in 3D, live, in person. We're here today to very appropriately pause, as we do annually, in the midst of our busy, fast-paced, incredibly hectic lives, to justifiably honor the incredible hard work, dedication, and resilience that is required as each of you are recognized for earning their doctoral degrees. Under any circumstances, the earning of a doctorate is an occasion of unabashed joy, pride, and celebration. Yet, in these challenging times, I have an extra special appreciation for each of you and profound admiration for your accomplishments as we continue moving through the unparalleled challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic and the systematic inequalities that have been laid so bare and exacerbated by that pandemic. You are truly remarkable. The knowledge, skills, and expertise gained from each other, from your advisors, from your other faculty members, and the myriad of learning experiences here at UMass Boston prepare you well for a future that needs you and your scholarly expertise. I also want to congratulate your family, your loved ones, and friends who have traversed along with you on this arduous academic journey, supporting your endeavors and making sacrifices along with you, so that you can be here today as we recognize their earning of your doctorate with a ceremonial hoodie. I also applaud your professors, particularly your advisors, who have mentored and guided you through into this important moment. In the hallowed halls of the Academy, there are few relationships that are so special or rewarding as that between the doctoral candidate and their advisor. I am so pleased that we honor not only our graduates, but our faculty as well through this time-honored tradition of doctoral hoodie. Bask in this well-earned moment together. Looking beyond this immediate moment and place, there is much for each of you to consider as we continue emerging into an uncharted post-COVID-19 future. There are great challenges, opportunities, and responsibilities. They are facing you as esteemed scholars from UMass Boston. Challenges are clearly upon you as we strive to improve health, revitalize economic opportunity, create sustainable solutions to climate change, and aggressively pursue anti-racism and the development of equitable solutions to the long-term pandemic of racialized inequality. I challenge you to seize the opportunity to make those contributions. Use the knowledges and experiences you have gained to be part of the multifaceted solutions our communities and society so desperately need in these times. These are not merely opportunities, they are responsibilities. You have a lifelong commitment. You are lifelong beacons. So be champions of the value we hold so dear here at UMass Boston. Now, however, is a moment to celebrate. You are appropriately beaming with pride. There are few occasions in life where we celebrate something so significant with so many people for such well-earned reward for your dedication and hard work. Bask in your accomplishment as UMass Boston doctoral graduates and continue to make us proud. Once a beacon, always a beacon. Thank you. And I'd now like to introduce Chancellor Marcelo Suarez Orozco.
Good afternoon, Beacons. Thank you. Thank you for joining us for this, the 2020 University of Massachusetts Boston hooding ceremony. I want to begin by congratulating all our graduates who have attained the highest scholarly degree at UMass Boston. I thank you for your commitment to the pursuit of scholarly excellence and for pursuing scholarly excellence at the University of Massachusetts Boston. I thank you for expanding as you explore the development of new knowledge. But first, I want to acknowledge all the friends, family, and other supporters here today that have helped you navigate and complete this journey, this extraordinary journey towards your doctoral degree. All of you who have supported a graduate here today, please rise and be applauded for the help and assistance during this challenge. Thank you. An ancient African proverb echoes its wisdom to the ages. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. You have gone far, and you have gone together. Before we begin the putting ceremony, I want to challenge each and every one of you who have achieved the highest academic degree to put it to its best use. And nowhere is that effort more important today than striving for truth, no matter your academic or career focus. The work of education is cultivating the signs of healthy, flourishing, and engaged citizens. In the Platonic tradition, education endeavors to nurture logic, truth and science, ethics, goodness and justice, and aesthetics, beauty. Creating a more inclusive, just, and sustainable world is education's urgent challenge. Academia has always stood as a citadel of and for truth, but at no time has our truth-seeking and truth-telling responsibility been more important than today. Truth is under assault in nearly every domain of human existence. As citizens of the Republic, all of us have had a front row seat to the use of misinformation in our policymaking, which is increasingly carried out in the swamp corners of social media. But democracy is not the only casualty of this assault on truth. We only need to look at the debate over vaccines and climate change to know that evidence-based science has not escaped this endeavor. Your road will be hard. There is no cognitive GPS to guide us forward. Like in Dante's eternal Divine Comedy, we find ourselves, quote, in a dark forest because the path which led aright was lost, end of quote. Increasingly, it feels like we are lost citizens in a dark empire of post-truth, a word that did not exist before 1990, but was named by the Oxford English dictionaries as the international word for the year 2016, having increased in usage by over 2,000%. But to be sure, this is a worthy battle. Indeed, if we hope to win the existential struggles of our times, pandemics, unchecked climate change, the undermining of democratically elected government, structural racism and inequality, we need to rescue truth from the many threats to it. Requoting Isaac Newton, it is the ocean of truth that lies before us that today matters so much. First, we need to reaffirm and elevate truth-seeking, truth-finding, and truth-telling with a sense of existential urgency. One proven strategy is to increase access to higher education, which teaches us the search for truth, both as a matter of scholarly inquiry and the practice of democratic citizenship. Second, we must foster curiosity. Again, the words of Newton echoes through the times. Curiosity, with proven hands-on opportunities to learn in classrooms, in laboratories, in libraries, but also in our communities, out in the real world. Third, and this is where you, as individual scholars and professionals, can be particularly helpful. We must foster student, indeed citizenry, agency focused on deploying local knowledge to the solution of local problems in our communities. I call on all of you today to take the battle to the culture of pessimism, cynicism, anomie, and disengagement. Given the achievements, your achievements, that we celebrate today, I know in my heart that you're up to this enormously important task. Thank you, and again, graduates, congratulations. Well done. We now come to a very important part of our ceremony, the conferral of the degrees to the doctoral candidates present here this afternoon. Will Provost Berger please now present the candidates for doctoral degrees?
Chancellor Marcelo Suarez Orozco, of the 117 doctoral students receiving their degrees, I have the honor to present to you the candidates here today who have satisfied the requirements for the Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Nursing Practice, or Doctor of Education, and who have been recommended for these degrees by the faculty and the deans of the College of Education and Human Development, the College of Liberal Arts, the College of Management, the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, the College of Science and Mathematics, the John W. McCormick Graduate School of Policy and Global Studies, the School for the Environment, and the School for Global Inclusion and Social Development. We will confer doctoral degrees by college and school. Following the recognition of our doctoral candidates, Chancellor Suarez Orozco will confer the degrees. Would Chancellor Suarez Orozco and Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Studies, Paula Sundaram, please step forward. Will Laura Hayden, Interim Dean of the College of Education and Human Development, please come forward as the doctoral candidates in your college receive their degrees. Will Marlana Mueller-Barrasso please come forward to be hooded by Professor Lindsay Fallon. Will Madeline Broke please come forward to be hooded by Professor Stephen Van Noy. and Professor Sharon Lamb. Will Leah Nicole Escalera please come forward to be hooded by Professor John Saltmarsh? Will Tara Gully Hightower please come forward to be hooded by Dr. Georgiana Melendez? Will Catherine Doherty Kurtz please come forward to be hooded by Professor Melissa Perot? Will Michael Metzger please come forward to be hooded by Dean Laura Hayden? Baswani Bai, please come forward to be hooded by Professor Lisa Cosgrove. Will Meredith R. Maroney please come forward to be hooded by Professor Sharon Horn? Will Brianna Wadler please come forward to be hooded by Professor Sharon Horn? Will Mariette Ayala please come forward to be hooded by Dean Laura Hayden? Will Clemenza Bobbio James please come forward to be hooded by Dean Laura Hayden? Will Catherine M. Brizonis please come forward to be hooded by Dean Laura Hayden? Will Mustafa Kofi Philip Coker please come forward to be hooded by Dean Laura Hayden? Prounce, please come forward to be hooded by Dean Laura Hayden. Will Rachel Elizabeth Hoffman please come forward to be hooded by Dean Laura Hayden? Will Christina M. Kelleher-Bianchi please come forward to be hooded by Dean Laura Hayden? Will Aaron Kelly please come forward to be hooded by Dean Laura Hayden? Will Nadine Rosanna O'Garrow please come forward to be hooded by Dean Laura Hayden? Will Marta Pagan Ortiz please come forward to be hooded by Dean Laura Hayden? Will Jane Adams, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, please come forward as the doctoral candidates in your college receive their degrees. Will Cara Suzanne Herbitter please come forward to be hooded by Professor David Antelone. Will Jennifer Martinez please come forward to be hooded by Professor Elizabeth Roma? Will Caroline Diane David please come forward to be hooded by Professor Jim Clark? Will J. Scott Templin please come forward to be hooded by Professor Jim Clark? Will Alessandra Bazo Yenrich please come forward to be hooded by Professor Andrea Lebanon? Will Candace Christine Cantrell please come forward to be hooded by Professor Andrea Lebanon? Will Adam W. Pittman please come forward to be hooded by Professor Andrea Lebanon? Padai, Interim Dean of the College of Management, please come forward as the doctoral candidates in your college receive their degrees. Will Lisa DeAngelis please come forward to be hooded by Professor Mark Levine? Will Priyag Garg please come forward to be hooded by Professor Sangwon Kim and Professor Robert Kim? Will Carol Ann Lee please come forward to be hooded by Professor Pratyush Bharati? Will Rosanna DeMarco, Interim Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, please come forward as the doctoral candidates in your college receive their degrees? Will Marie Christine Gabor please come forward to be hooded by Professor Julie Wright? Will Rhonda Hodge please come forward to be hooded by Vice Chancellor Kathleen Turley? Will Kristen Ann Ligor please come forward to be hooded by Professor Laura Heyman? Will Rebecca A. Henders please come forward to be hooded by Professor Laura Heyman? Will Adriana Nava please come forward to be hooded by Professor Laura Heyman? Will Yurun Sai please come forward to be hooded by Professor Ling Shi? Will Sabrine Ahmad Darwish please come forward to be hooded by Professor Ling Shi? forward to be hooded by Professor William Hughes. Will Robin Cote, Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics, please come forward as the doctoral candidates in your college receive their degrees? Will John Bernard de Broda please come forward to be hooded by Professor Christopher Hughes? Will Hamid Reza Mohebi please come forward to be hooded by Professor Rick Casca? Will Xian Gong please come forward to be hooded by Dean Robin Cote? Will Kiki Adozi, Interim Dean of the John W. McCormick School of Policy and Global Studies, please come forward as the doctoral candidates in your college receive their degrees? Will John Michael Denny please come forward to be hooded by Professor Maria Ivanova? Will Christopher Cordell Graham please come forward to be hooded by Dean Kiki Adozi? Will Barry S. Levis please come forward and be hooded by Professor Michael Johnson? Will Jeffrey Moyer please come forward and be hooded by Professor Mark Warren? Will Rose A. Nyamdo please come forward to be hooded by Professor Ann Bookman? Will Danielle Amanda Waldron please come forward to be hooded by Professor Elizabeth Booth? Will Timothy Adivala please come forward to be hooded by Professor Stacy Vandergeer? Will Abigail Cavandula please come forward to be hooded by Dean Kiki Adosi? Will Viviana Bolsick Jankovic please come forward to be hooded by Professor Edward Miller? Will Andrea Elizabeth Lane Dadato please come forward to be hooded by Professor Edward Miller? Will Haley Gleason please come forward to be hooded by Professor Edward Miller? Will Bob Chen, Interim Dean of the School for the Environment, please come forward as the doctoral candidates in your school receive their degree? Will Amy Elizabeth Johnston please come forward to be hooded by Dean Bob Chen? Will Robert Holmberg please come forward to be hooded by Dean Bob Chen? Will Sheila Fesco, Associate Dean and Director of the School for Global Inclusion and Social Development, please come forward as the doctoral candidates in your school receive their degree? Will Marion Taylor Brown please come forward to be hooded by Associate Dean Sheila Fesco? Will Elizabeth Libby Stone Sterling please come forward to be hooded by Professor Jillian McNaughton? Will Elena Koropanova Taborda please come forward to be hooded by Professor Dolly Dapper? candidates please stand?
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Doctor of Education, as recommended by the faculty of the University of Massachusetts, Boston. In accordance with custom, you, as individuals, are entitled to all the rights and privileges which pertain to this degree here and elsewhere. Congratulations, Beacons.
Graduates, please be seated. Doctoral recipients, please be seated. Graduates, their families, and friends, we will now begin the academic recession. Please remain in your seats until the stage party, faculty, and graduates recess. You'll be able to meet your graduate outside the auditorium once the recession is completed. Would the stage party please rise and follow the Chancellor off the stage? Would the faculty please rise and recess up the aisle? the auditorium in the atrium. Thank you all for joining us, and congratulations.
Congratulations.